Salvete Omnes, this is I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek. And it's time for Eccentre Stage 4. The Fort Fortress stage, where the boss normally is. Final boss, I mean. But first, we have the Maverick rematches. 8 of them. Of course. I can never remember which boss is in which capsule, so whatever. Guess I'll just go left to right, or right to left, or something. I'll start on the top left. And since it's the refight, it's time for special weapon weaknesses. Hello, Morph Moth. You don't like fire, do you? No, you don't. It does 3 units of damage to you. Or 6 if I charge it. That was quick. And the moth burns in flames. Or goes up in flames, or something. Back to the main room. 1 down, 7 to go. So next up we have Wire Sponge. And he's weak to the Sonic Slicer. Let's make some Sliced Sponge. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage to him, but still more than the Buster does, so... Ow. I think it's 2 uncharged and 4 charged. Uh-oh, he's constipated again. Oh, it hit him twice. I think if the last hit on him is an uncharged Sonic Slicer, he actually gets sliced in half. Yeah, I'd forgotten that for that to happen it had to be uncharged. At least I think it does. So, otherwise I would have shown that off. Oh well. Well, that was all my sub-tanks filled. So, next up is Bubble Crab. And he is weak against the spin wheel. You think you're so tough with those bubbles. How would I cut right through them? You can actually hit him multiple times with the same spin wheel if you can get him to stay in the same place long enough. Or just have him jump right the heck onto it. Problem with using the spin wheel against him is you can only have one of them on screen at once. Which is annoying for any weapon. Ah, I forgot to show off what the charged one does against him. Dang it. Well, next time. I already showed off the charged spin wheel at some point. Guess I don't really have to get that 4th one now that my sub-tanks are full. So, 4th on the list for revenge is Flame Stag. The Bubble Flash is a weakness, but it does only 2 units of damage to him. I think even if you charge it. I think the best way to do it is to get him in the middle. Once you hit him with the Bubble Flash, you can lock him into a pattern. He'll just keep throwing that double and doing that double fireball move, and if you have him close enough to the middle of the screen, you can just keep jumping over him. He doesn't change direction while he's throwing the fireball, so... I'd charge it, but that would take too much time, and I don't think, like I said, I don't think the charged one does any more damage than the uncharged one does, so... How the mighty have fallen. Boss number 5 is... Magna Centipede, so we'll need the Silk Shot. I think it does 2 damage uncharged and 4 charged. First time you hit him with it, his tail falls off. Let's see you poison me again. Silk Shot doesn't prevent him teleport spamming though. Or using the magnet mines for that matter. I think even the pieces that break off of the big ones still do 4. Okay, that was careless of me. Yeah, I'd just like to use the charged one here. How about a big ball of junk to the face, Magna Centipede? And might I add, you look silly without your tail. Yeah, all it takes is one hit with the Silk Shot and he can no longer poison you. So if you're gonna use his weakness on him at all, definitely do it at the start of the battle. It also means he can't use his rotating pincher thing attack, but that one's not that hard to avoid anyway, so nobody cares about that one. So next up is Crystal Snail, and he's weak to the magnet mine. It's often good to shoot him with one, then put one on the wall behind you, so that he runs into it, catapults across the room, and then runs into the other one. You cheater. Okay, well that failed. Oh, dang you, Crystal Snail. Like that. And then he's no longer in his shell. So now you can just dash around and knock his shell around, and all you'll do is try to get back into his shell, and meanwhile you're still hitting him with the magnet mine. Problem is that that strategy has a tendency to take off a lot of your health as well as his. Am I gonna... Okay. Yeah, case in point. That was dumb. Well, time for revenge. I still have more than half my magnet mine ammo left. That's the problem with that strategy, is he jumps all over the place like a maniac, and you're more likely to dash into him than you are to his shell. So... Dang it! Switch me back to the Buster automatically. Button mash, button mash, button mash, button mash. Wah! Hit by the snail. Oh, I hate it when he's in the middle of the room. Whoa! Since when can you use that move that early in the battle? Ouch! You are so asking for it. It's too bad you can't attach it to his shell and then... Actually... Might actually be best to stay on the walls when you can while he's jumping around. Yeah, he looks kind of pathetic without his shell. I don't know, it might be easier to fight him with... Ah, I forgot to show the charged version again. Dang it. Might be easier to fight Crystal Snail without his... or with his weakness, but I think it has a tendency to make you get hurt more. So who do we have left? Wheel Gator and Overdrive Ostrich, right? Overdrive Ostrich is weak against the Crystal Hunter. I'm not going to bother charging it, because all it that doesn't actually even take up any damage. Or you're facing the wrong way, dude. Yeah, what I was saying, charging it doesn't actually hurt him. It slows down you and him, so if you can time it correctly, he never gets a chance to use that Sonic Slicer attack. If you don't, he'll do it every time you freeze him. Whoa! Since when can you do that when you're that far away? That was dumb. Yeah, you'll want to get the high ground on him for that. Health refill. So by process of elimination, the only one left has to be Wheel Gator, which means we need this strike chain. And it switched me back to Buster automatically again. The strike chain does 3 units of damage to him when uncharged and ow! And 5 when charged. Fight's still kinda tedious, but it's over faster. Oh, come on, quit submerging. Fight like a man. God darn you, Wheel Gator. Next time I'm just gonna charge it. See how you like that. Now the problem with charging the strike chain against him is it has a tendency, because it's longer, to pull you into the wall, which means you get pulled right into him. So I guess it depends on... And he submerged again. He also uses, I think, 4 times as much weapon energy as the uncharged one. See, like that. Grabbed me onto the wall and pulled me right into the thing I was trying to hit with it. Doesn't really happen with the uncharged version much, because it's shorter and I guess doesn't go through Wheel Gator as easily. Okay, well this time I'm just gonna hit him with the charged version, because he only has 4 health left. Owie. Oh hey, he dropped a life capsule. The next bobs up and down in the pool of muddy water, whatever the heck that stuff is. And the fortress is exploding, and Sigma says, "It has been a while, Mega Man X." What, Sigma? It seems that the X-Hunters have failed, but don't worry. I have arranged for some new toys for you to play with. And that's it. There is no actual boss of the 4th Fortress stage. Sigma's in a 5th one. So yeah, 1 more to go. It's the end of this one, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time when we fight Sigma.